All right, guys, welcome to the World of Hunters AMA. I am Moses. Nothing, just going to remind you guys that nothing that we say or talk about today is financial advice. We're just interviewing a project, hearing what they have to say. Welcome, guys. Levin, Granty, you want to go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Thank you. First and foremost, thank you, Moses, for having us on here. Thank you for your time, and guys, thank you for tuning in as well. Um, yeah, like Moses said, my name's Grant. I am the founder of the World of Hunters, and I'm joined today with our dev, Levin, and he is the lead dev of our project. I don't know if you want to just introduce yourself, Levin.
Yeah, so thank you for this great opportunity. And this is Levan. I'm from Georgia, and I'm the tech lead of the World of Hunters project. So I'm mostly taking the technical part. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome, guys. Welcome. All right, so just to start off, for those who aren't familiar, can you give us an overview of the project? What is World of Hunters?
Yeah, for sure. So we are a play to earn game based on the Avalanche blockchain. We entered the space. Well, we really started getting to grips with like starting our own project around about January time, where we started researching projects that had launched on the Avalanche space, and we really liked what people were doing in the space. We saw some projects that were successful, and then we saw others that weren't as successful. And we basically wanted to build on what we had witnessed and basically bring new ideas to the table and just innovate on projects that had already launched, and also rectify any issues that we had also seen. So kind of just to summarize, like I said, we're a play to earn game. We're trying to create innovative ways for our players to earn a passive income with us and to enjoy doing so also. And our NFTs play a major role in that.
Yeah, fantastic. And I feel like you guys are a little bit further along than most similar play to earn or staking games in the space right now. You know, a lot of the features that you guys already have that are active are things that, are going to be, coming soon, right? So yeah, tell me about the game. Like what all what features do you have going? Like how does it work? What NFTs are available?
Yeah, for sure. So our community are able to mint hunters with us. When they mint a hunter with us, they will get a variety of outcomes. So the two main outcomes is either a hunter or huntress. And a hunter has a different role to a huntress in our ecosystem. And depending on which NFT you get, obviously you will get different access to our ecosystem. So, for example, a huntress can be staked to earn crystal because we have incorporated a tritokenomics into our game. So that means that we have our emissions token called orb. We have another token called energy, which is almost, you can think of it almost as if like an active token. So anything you do within our game requires energy. And then you also have another token called Crystal, which allows hunters to hunt in premium pools. But like you were saying, Moses, so all of our functions are live right now. We haven't had any delays. Everything's gone smoothly. Our community are actually already earning with us. They've been earning with us for the past 2 weeks, I believe. Everything's been going smoothly, and we're actually looking to soon launch into a second phase to just kind of keep the momentum there, to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, fantastic, fantastic. So you have three tokens, right? How do those tokens interplay with each other? Like, so when you stake, you're earning one token. Where do the rest come in?
Right. So unlike other games where it's almost like a stake to earn, our game is more of a play. So we really wanted to incorporate the play to earn. So with our emissions token, in order to get access to that emissions token, you need to go on a hunt. Now, a hunt is confirmed in one transaction on the blockchain. And that, however many energy tokens you have, determines how many orbs emission tokens you will receive. Along with this, there's so many other variables that go into play to determine how many orb emission tokens you will receive, such as the pool reward rate, the hunter that you may be hunting with, the success rate of the hunter that you may be hunting with, along with the support rate of the female hunter that you may be hunting with. Sorry, huntress, if you like. So there's so much that goes into play when you are receiving our emissions token, and it all depends. We like to say that, similar to a game of chess, the financial outcome for our users all depends on their own strategy. There's so many variables that we have incorporated into our game that it really does depend on the independent users' strategy and their mathematics, if you like. And then finally, we also have a crystal token, which, like I said previously, the crystal token is used to hunt in premium pools. So a premium pool will have a higher orb reward. Sorry, I can't get my words out. Orb reward rate for people that hunt in those pools, and they are consumed when a transaction is confirmed on that premium pool.
Hey guys, Crypto Sensei here. If you like what you're watching on this video, think about signing up for Cryptonairz. We've built out a 37-person team to work on Cryptonairz that provides every kind of info that you want to know. We have a great community of over 2,300 people that also help providing information. If you don't have 12 hours a day to commit to crypto research and knowledge, let us do most of the work for you. That's why we're here. We're one of the very few communities that have a full service security team. Every new project that wants to come work with us to do an AMA, we put them through a very strict process, and you can learn more about that in our community. We have people that understand smart contracts, that can find, malicious code or errors. And so, often we're helping these teams kind of fix their projects before they launch. And so that really gives us the power to know which new projects are going to be solid and which ones might not be. And so we provide all of this information and all of this content to our community. We have some of the most amazing members, and we have a really solid team. So if you're interested in maybe joining, come over to cryptonairz.com, sign up today. Look forward to seeing you out there in the Discord and chatting with you and growing with you, and look forward to seeing you. Thank you.
Okay, so when you say premium pool, do you mean like a staking pool or a reward pool?
So we call them pools. However, you could think more of it like so it's not necessarily a staking pool. However, it's more of a like a location. So like each hunter has like a subspecialty, right? So they first have a specialty. The specialty can either be a water hunter or a land hunter. And then they are, say you get a hunter that is on the water side, that water side is divided into 3 subspecialties, being lake, river, and sea. So the sea would be the premium pool, if you like, in that example. So the sea on the water side is the premium pool, and on the land side, the jungle is our premium pool. It's not necessarily a pool that you stake your hunter in. It's more of like a location, if you like. So to have access to hunt in that particular location, you need the corresponding hunter.
Oh, okay, right on. Yeah. So that it definitely encourages people to own more different types of hunters or huntresses.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that sounds pretty cool. Like I definitely feel like you guys have a little bit more going on than, the typical staking game. So how have things been? Like how did your mint go? Like how's the project been developing? How's the community responding?
So, to be completely honest with you, we had 5,000 mints available. And then after the 5,000, so we wanted to be really modest. We wanted to set 5,000. A lot of other games were setting 10,000. However, we minted, we had a few issues with the launch, but however, we overcome it very quickly. But we minted out around about close to about 600, I believe, if I remember correctly. And then we had a steady progress to 1,000 because we cut down the mints to 1,000, and then we released an extra 1,000 on top of that, depending on the demand of our community. The community absolutely love the game. The main the impression that we get from our community is that they want more eyes on our game. We've had many meetings with others, like other people that might be interested in partnerships or with our project, and a lot of them say that we have such a unique and interesting concept. It's just the challenge of kind of getting the exposure out there and introducing people to our concepts. And like I said, we're not only like we're not a stake and earn, like where you just kind of are idle. You really do have to play our game to reap the rewards, if you like. On top of that, it's not just hunts that we are able to offer our community. We also offer the option for breeding, which we did just to touch on that, we did think about renaming our breeding to kind of be more politically correct, and kind of be more focused like more on like the sensitivity aspect. And we ran a community vote for that. However, our community decided to remain with the same like with that terminology. But yeah, so we have breeding, which people can use their hunters to breed and create offspring. And then we also have training, which you can train your hunter or huntress to reap more rewards when they go on hunts. We will also be releasing a shop and a secondary marketplace, like our own dedicated secondary marketplace, which will require orbs to purchase hunters, which would also we hope to inflate our orb price with that as well, and kind of create more utility behind the orb token itself.
Yeah, no, that's good. A good way to put selling pressure on the token for sure. Yeah, and I wouldn't feel terrible about that. Not minting out right away. That's especially for when you guys launched. It was NFTs were taking a hit, and a lot of projects are not minting out. So it's taking longer and longer for things that are not incredibly hyped out to mint out. And so I think keeping the mint open for like several weeks is something you're going to be seeing more and more often as projects as we move on in the space.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you there. Yeah, no, I completely agree with what you're saying. And also, something that I like to say is that we really do plan on being around for the long term. When we were going into about February time, when we were like looking around at other projects, we saw a lot of projects that were coming out, and they were almost like they were around for a few days, and then it just kind of was a race to get your ROI out from like the community members, and we didn't want to do that. We kind of wanted to create longevity in our project and kind of stick around for the long term. So yeah, we're not too worried about not minting out straight away.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, does anybody in the audience have a question? I don't think we have anything at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does one of you guys want to add something that we haven't talked about yet?
The big yeah, I think we have one raising our
Oh,
hand.
yeah. There we go. Okay. I see you. Hey, Big. Go ahead.
Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you well. Thank you.
Awesome. I joined a few minutes late, and I don't know if this was touched upon, but there's the farming aspect of your game as well. Um, did you touch on that at the beginning? If so, I'll re-listen to the AM.
Oh yeah, apologies. I completely skipped over that. Levin, would you like to explain that? I think you'd be better to explain that.
Yes.
So sorry, what was the question? I think I missed it. Yep.
The farming aspect.
Farming aspect.
Yeah, can you explain the farming functions in your game?
Okay, sure. So I think we might be pretty over skipping the project information. So I think we were in so hurry to explaining about World of Hunters real quick. So I'm gonna explain about farming and a little bit about a little bit more detailed information about World of Hunters. So, uh, okay, so first of all, for those of you who are really interested and so who wanted to dig more into our World of Hunters, you're still not late to get joined on our project. So it doesn't matter how our initial plan and the initial supply of the World of Hunters set to the 5,000 or decreased or something else. So it doesn't really matter, but game is still running and our plan is also planned for a long term, and it doesn't losing any interest until the community with the communities. So as soon as you join our community, then you will be able to mint hunters, and our hunters artwork is consisting of the pixel art, and all the properties, all the hunter properties are 100% on chain. So all the information is provided from the blockchain, not from the IPFS. So and you as soon as you got the hunter minted the hunters or buy the hunters, then you will be able to sticking to the gameplay. So our gameplay is a little bit different than the other gaming finance. So let me take an example with any the most of gaming project on the Avalanche network is maybe I guess so started from the Wolf that game. So wolf that game is the minting the wolf or sheep, and they provide staking space where users can uh, farming the wolf token. So that is called farming. So we have a little bit different naming and the different functions exist, but the main so we are still the play to earn gaming. So you still get tokens. So as soon as you play in our World of Hunters. So farming is a little bit different, and you don't need so all the important difference is you don't need to stake any hunters. So while you're playing the games, your hunters still can be traded on the secondary marketplace, and your hunters can be traded or so here comes what kind of tokens we can get and what kind of tokens can make you earn and what kind of tokens can be used for some boosting your earning. So that comes to the three token system. So we have three tokens. Or the first one is orb. Orb token is the main token of World of Hunters, which can be like an uh, mainly used for play to earn gaming. And we have Enush tokens and we have crystal tokens. So a little bit more complex at the first time, but let me give you a little good example. So when you, for example, for those of you, I hope you guys already familiar with the Wolf that game and Police and Thief game and Pizza games, Avalanche games. So, like staking to earn and idle to earn games. So, when you got wolf or sheep NFTs from the wolf that game and you stake, the owning depends on how long you staked on the staking pool, right? So that is timing related value. So on our World of Hunters, timing related value is energy. So idle hunters can generate 3 energies per day. And it's if you let your hunters idle for more than 7 days, then energy won't go up more than 20. So if you leave your hunters for more than 1 month or 2 months, then your energy will be limited with the 20 energies per hunter. So that becomes, if you don't play well on our hunters for a long time, then that doesn't mean you earned a lot. You have limited earning if you don't play. So the energy is time based calculation value in our World of Hunters. And if you got energy, then that doesn't mean you have consistent earning. You can convert energy into orbs tokens. So we put some interesting game. So this is still gaming finance, and gamification is real key for the real interest. So when you will have amount of energy, and you can go for hunt. So hunt is just one transaction on a block on the blockchain. So this is like a real quick 15 to like a 30 seconds long. But so you collect energy, which is time delayed thing, and when you go hunt, then you will get ops token based on the energy you have and what kind of hunters you are going to use for a hunt. So this is your idle hunters farming energy without any staking, and that energy can be used for to own the orbs tokens from hunting pool. So we call the we so that is the hunting pool. It's not staking pool, but and so you are actually farming the energy, and what that energy becomes of when you use that on the hunting pool. So that is the farming. Yeah, I hope that might be like an explain about farming plans.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for that. Does anyone have? Did that answer your question? First of all, I guess he went down. Okay, I'm guessing that answered the question. Does anyone else have another question to ask? Don't be shy. Okay. Grant or 11, do you have anything to add? Anything you want to let people know about the project?
Yeah, for sure. So like I just touched on, people are already earning with us. We have recently sorry, I'm getting confused here. So we've recently rolled out a partnership with Avalanche, which we are helping them to maintain their AntG token, where we basically have created a partnership where we allow our hunters to be minted using AntG, and then we have a smart contract in place that burns 80% of that Ant gold, and then we keep 20% locked up in our smart contract, locked up for about a 3-month period, I believe. So basically what I'm saying with this is we have managed to partner with Avalanche, and we plan to partner with a lot of other projects. But the great thing about our project is we're very flexible in what we can do. Just like Bigger was saying, I kind of skipped over the farming aspect of things. So with with our farming section, you can farm using the single token, single asset staking. So orbs token, you can stake your orbs and you get rewarded energy, which therefore allows you to go out on more hunts. You can also do this with Orb and AVAX LP tokens, and you can and we've just recently incorporated another LP farming pool, which is with Crystal and with AVAX, and that also gives our users the ability to farm energy, which allows them to go and hunt out more orbs. So with the incorporation of phase 2, we will be doing a similar mechanism to Avalanche, where we will be incorporating bosses and like a boss event, if you like. However, we will be creating a slightly different process where we will have people that go on these hunts with us. They will be enrolled into a leaderboard aspect of our game where they will, depending on the average amount of hunters that they hunt with, they will be allocated gems, which will then put them in a leaderboard ranking, which will almost be like a lottery draw at the end of the boss being defeated, and they will be receiving mass amount of orbs to obviously be redeemed however way they want, whether it be on a dex or whether they want to stake those or whatever they want to do to go on to the next boss. So we have plans for phase 2, which we are looking to roll out in the next week or so. And like I said previously, we'll also be incorporating our own marketplace as well. We have something to also inflate our orbs price, which is our buyback and store events. So with our buyback and store events, we haven't actually ran any yet. However, we do plan to along next week and possibly at the end of this week. So when we run our buyback and store events, we also help to inflate the orbs price so that our existing community members, along with anybody new that decides to join us, if you like at a later date, if you like, because a lot of people are kind of steered away from projects that they feel like they're a latecomer to. So basically, when we actually commence those buyback and store events, we actually inflate the token price. So we want to kind of create a situation where people don't feel as if they're buying into a dying project, and we actually are inflating our price and creating the hype and the demand there to actually play our game. And with the incorporation of a shop as well, I forgot to mention, we'll be adding a shop to our game as well. The shop will require orb tokens, which users can buy potions, and those potions can be used to be redeemed to give the user energy, or to give the user a higher percentage chance of breeding successfully, or a higher percent chance of retrieving more orbs from a hunt, which we also help to create to reduce the selling pressure of orbs and actually create some buying pressure there as well. So one thing that we always say is that anything is possible on the dev side of things. So, and we have a pretty fast turnaround. A lot of our community members said that they wish that like other games have a faster turnaround in terms of the development side as we have. The only downside to us is that we obviously don't have as many eyes on us at the moment as we would like to, but obviously we're working towards that. So yeah, we have a lot of plans for the future. We have a lot of plans to obviously keep that token price inflated and give people more of an incentive to play our game and create a passive income with us.
Yeah, I mean, that's great, and I think that's really it's what people are looking for. They're looking for people tend to invest in teams, right? More than anything. So as long as your team stays at it, like keeps developing those new features, I'm sure, and keep talking about your project, I'm sure you guys will catch on.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, if that's all that we've got and there are no more questions, I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up. I'll go ahead and do a drawing for some of the for the giveaways based on how many people we had. So it won't be the 8 to 10 because we didn't have as many people, but I'll get with Granty and figure out how many NFTs we can give away, and I'll draw from the people who signed up. So for those of you who are not a Super Bowl member, when we have giveaways that are going to be limited, 10 or less, we're going to only choose Super Bowl members to win those prizes. If we get more, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, when it comes to whitelist giveaways, we'll go ahead and extend that to bulls, and then regular members after that. But yeah, I mean, from now on, go ahead and grab that Super Bowl membership. Keep an eye out for the pre-mint links, and yeah, sign up, follow us on Twitter. We've got 2 more AMAs this week. We have Nostra City tomorrow, and then we've got Honest NFT on Thursday, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern. So keep an eye out for those. Go check out those projects, see if you want to come in and hear more about them. Okay. And Levin and Granty, I really appreciate you guys showing up. Thanks for coming in and telling us about your project.
That's awesome, Moses. Thank you for having us, man.
Absolutely. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.
Lovely. And guys, thank you for joining in as well. Yeah, hope to see some of you guys in our community in the near future.
Thank you guys. Bye-bye.